Ladies and gentlemen, I do a fundraiser at the start of every single month to keep THORnews up and running. And so, it is the start of September, and if you would like to contribute, I've only got $1,366 left to go, with about 3 days left. Asterisk. If you'd like to contribute, I got Facebook, PayPal, Venmo, CashApp, Patron, and a whole lot of love for y'all. All right, let's get to the bad news. Today has been one of the highest energetic days I can remember, and I mean that across the board on every level. Everybody's fighting about everything at a time where post-Hurricane Ida, which is now a tropical depression, is literally just wrecking shop with wind, tornadoes, and major floods in some of the most populous places in the United States of America. And I got a super bad, weird feeling about the hurricanes in the next 2 weeks, although no models are showing anything hitting the United States of America in any way, shape, or form. In the next 16 days, I want to say I just don't trust it at all. Here is Larry, and then look at that monster. So yeah, we live in the craziest times ever. And right now, the situation in New York City is super duper wild and kind of dangerous. To be clear, this particular warning for New York City is the second time we've ever issued a flash flood emergency. It's the first one for NYC. The first time we've issued a flash flood emergency was for Northeast New Jersey an hour ago. And over 9 million people will be impacted by this flash flood emergency. Radar Omega letting us know the flash flooding emergency has already dropped 3 to 5 inches of rain in 1 hour, or I guess it's dropped 2 to 3.5 inches of rain in 1 hour, and it could hit 5 inches in some spots. Like, this is a super bad situation. This, like, I've been doing my best the last few days to warn y'all, and it's just pretty incredible situation. And so, yeah, this is a serious situation, and I, too, am repeating myself over and over here, but catastrophic and life-threatening floods are very possible. This is one of the wildest, most active storms we've seen in the Northeast in a while. And remember, they've been hit by 2 tropical storms in the last 3 weeks before Ida. Yeah, Weather Twitter seems to be in agreement. Anthony Macelio, Asteroid Fight Club All-Star, this is freaking horrendous. And 2021 is like all crisis all the time. So it is an extremely concerning situation about to unfold, with very high risk of flash flooding. Yes, this situation is bonkers. Like, that is a lot of rain. How crazy is the situation? We had a multi-vortex wedge tornado hit New Jersey today, and the tornadoes have been bad as well as the rain and the flooding. And so my whole stance has been through the year, play defense, make smart decisions, stay cool, try and keep a sense of humor, and I think it's okay to remain optimistic that things will improve in the spring of 2022. And I know people get triggered when I say that, but technically people get triggered about almost anything I say these days. And we're all allowed to have our own opinions, and maybe I'm just having a light at the end of the tunnel that I want to hold on to, because I know September is going to be bad, and then October is going to be super bad, and then November and December are going to be pretty freaking bad as well. You know, and we've had, like, I don't know, we have a hard time working together as a team, and it's like no matter what crisis gets thrown at us, we find more reasons for people to disagree on everything. Like, having a giant abortion debate in the middle of all of this is just kind of like, it was almost like if you were trying to figure out how to divide and conquer our country the most when we needed to unite. That seemed like a master stroke by the deep state or whatever, man. But look at all that lightning. And I say this is kind of a joke, but it's hard to have fundraisers when there's super crises every damn day. Well, I said that tongue in cheek, but yeah, it's hard for everybody. You know, everybody's had a rough time in some way, fashion, or form. Everybody's going through something. So there's no reason to be a dick right now, technically ever. But, you know, this storm will last for about 4 to 6 hours of super duper heavy rain, possibly longer. So hang in there. And I want to say again, it's just me personally. Like, I just have a weird feeling about hurricanes over the next 2 weeks. And the peak of hurricane season is on the 10th of September. So it's okay for me to be paranoid, I think. Then you got flash flood warnings up from the monsoonal rain, as you have the remnants of two hurricanes, Hurricane Nora and Hurricane Ida, over here moving through America at the same time. Here and then here. This is a pretty incredible situation. And there's no way I'm letting my guard down about this thing, because I watched models spin this thing up as a hurricane that comes into here for like again and again and again and again and again, and then they just stopped. But that doesn't mean I trust it, because we didn't get a whole lot of advanced warning on Ida. So I'm still putting up the red alert on this thing. Like, we just need to watch this until it goes away and there's no problem. That is how I feel. And seeing spaghetti models like this don't exactly make me feel much better. Sure, like 4 of them are going like here, but what about these 2, man? What about these freaking 2? Yeah, tornadoes stacked on tornadoes stacked on tornadoes. Yeah, that's kind of weird energy day it is. And this thing has been knocking out power like a champion. It is so weird how crappy our power grid has gotten ever since the big cryptocurrency post-push of 2017. I think there's a correlation there, but we can discuss that later. And 1.8 months into the pandemic has everybody like frayed on nerves, very abrasive, arguing about everything. And so, heaven help us. Jesus Christ, please guide us through these crazy times. And this storm, like I said, will continue, and we've already seen like 8 inches in Pennsylvania, 8 inches in New Jersey. And that's a lot of freaking rain for a giant swath of like 9 million people. Future radar into the night, tonight into Thursday AM, timestamp upper right. Strong storms for the Northeast continue. Tornado watches are still up with several warnings already today. All this from leftover Ida. And so, like, we'll keep the timestamp up. Like, so this is into the morning, and you can see it will continue to be a problem, but it won't really leave the New York until like 3 a.m. So yeah, that could be a big problem. That is a big problem. So I've been warning about this part of the storm for almost a week now. 5 days. And so hopefully everybody's taking it seriously, batting down the hatches, saying their proper prayers. I have Hurricane Matthew post-stress disorder. With Hurricane Matthew, they told us, hey, it's going to curve out to sea, but then it ended up hitting South Carolina. I'm not saying Larry's going to do that, but I'm just saying I'm probably not going to let my hurricane guard down as a Houstonian until November. So, just letting you know. Man, I hope we unite someday. I really, 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 really do. All right, I am on the night shift. I will keep you guys updated because that is what I do. As your planetary defense commander, I try to bring you guys important information every single day, and I have given it my all, definitely, through a crazy July and a crazy August, and the next few months are going to be crazy. So if you appreciate it and want to see me continue, you can make a contribution through my mailbox, my PayPal, my Venmo, my CashApp, my Patron. I've only got $1,366 left to go to raise. And I thank you, Astro Fight Club, for letting me be your planetary defense commander. And thank you very much to Tracy, Lauren, Nancy, Pink Wolf Girl, Dave, Cody, Greg, John, Jamie, Mad Motifs, Andrea, Darlene, Ed, and everybody cool out there that's helping the world keep it together. It's going to be a mess. The last part of the year is going to be a mess. But Astro Fight Club, we've been training and preparing for this. And so I think we will be over the coronavirus hump in May of 2022. But I think that the fall and the winter are going to be a big problem. And so just hang in there. Stay cool. Like I said, I'm not giving up hope, man. But I do know the next 100 days are going to be wild and crazy. So try and prepare for it mentally, spiritually, and physically if you can. All right, stay cool. I love you. God bless everyone.